Oxbridge has also created what is called fellowship. What is the nature of this fellowship? As a Fellow of King's, what are your responsibilities?
I'm a Fellow of King's College, and the meaning of fellowship is really very central to the understanding of Oxford and Cambridge life. It has the meaning of the word really means people who are close, who are friends, who are equal, who trust each other, and who work to each other and have a mutual commitment to the same goals and project. It's a very English idea. You have the fellowship of the knights, King Arthur's knights. That was an early use of it. They were all members of the Round Table. No one was superior. It was a round table to make them equal. So we are like knights of the Round Table. And so when you are elected into a fellowship, it changes you from just being a free-floating individual to being committed to a college or an institution, rather like a club, but a more important club because it has many goals and aims. The main aim obviously is to educate and to take care of your students. And so when you become a fellow, you take on the responsibilities of not only managing this place. It's a big, complicated architectural and financial institution. So we have to manage that, and we have to keep it in good order, and we are trustees of this. It's been passed on to us for 550 years. I am one of the 100 or so fellows who have to pass it on to the next generation, make it a perpetual, like a Chinese, it's very like a Chinese lineage or family group. So I'm like the head of a Chinese family. I have a responsibility to my children, to my grandchildren, to the whole order. I have my ancestors in the chapel and in the hall there, and it all flows on down through. Basically, a fellow's responsibilities are to, when we take our vow, we say we will maintain the college as a place of education, religion, teaching, research. And that's basically what we have to do. We have to do all those things. And as a result of that, I have a sense of trust. If I need help or if I need advice, I can go to other fellows. And this again is very important because it breaks down the barriers. When I wrote my book on tea, for example, I needed help on biochemistry. I know nothing about biochemistry. I could go to a good biochemist and he would spend an hour explaining the basic thing that I needed. So collaboration between disciplines is made possible. And also, the English are quite lonely people. And although we have our small families, otherwise we don't belong to anything. And belonging to a college gives you a sense of belonging to a community. This is the only community we have. And the wonderful thing about Oxford and Cambridge is that it's for life. When I retire in 3 years' time, I will remain at least an emeritus Fellow of King's. And so if I want to come here, walk across the grass, have a dinner, whatever, I can do that for the rest of my life. And this was because it was really for unmarried, for a long time it was for unmarried people, and they would die in their college. So it's something very special, very English, and it's really to be found in Oxford and Cambridge. And the most famous of all colleges in Oxford and Cambridge is King's College, Cambridge. So I feel very privileged, and thank you for interviewing me about it. Okay?
Thank you very much.